Yeah, so, yeah. And so it made British exports too expensive, so other manufacturers started to step in and sell theirs. And the whole result was that British manufacturing just died because of it. And the whole Margaret Thatcher versus the unions was just the dying throes of... I didn't do that. There we go. Was the dying throes of the decline of British industry. And even back in the 70s, I remember, you used to get $2 to the pound, and now we're down at $1.30 per pound. And Britain doesn't manufacture anything. They don't manufacture steel. They... what is it? The steel manufacturing plants in England are basically reclaiming used steel. They're not used to create good steel that you can build bridges and boats with, which is very, very sad. The state of the British Navy is just a joke, really. How is it you can just end up with no navy at all? Or at least not one that you can put to sea. And Britain can't meet its NATO obligations because it has nothing substantial to meet them with. But it all started back in post-World War One. And Britain made a choice and hid it from the people, and you don't make cars, you don't make steel, you don't make anything, you don't have the power production to run anything. You decided to shut down all your coal mines and all of your oil drilling, and it's like, you don't produce power, you don't do anything, and now you've turned your mind to agriculture, and agricultural decline in the UK is now a thing. But then again, where's the Roman Empire? I don't know. I'm old enough that it's not really my problem. I might see the full effects of this, but I'm going to be old enough that I probably don't care that much. Time for another bottle of stuff. So how are we doing? We are now at 140. I'm going to... How are we doing with the line? Okay. So this is our biggest field. And I am going to probably end up finishing this one off. And this hasn't even, we've only used 12% so far. So it's not going to use up a huge amount of lime here. Gonna run through the ditch. Then we still have time. I'll do the grass, and then we'll move on to go back to spraying. Oh, I didn't turn off the spreader. How sad. All right, now let's should be able to head right across the field, or I could do the headland and then do the rest of it. It doesn't matter. I'm really lucky I end up at this end of the field. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, this is the last bit. Oh, well. Actually, this works out quite nicely, I think. We really did not use much. Well, I don't think you do use a lot of lime when you're harvesting. It's just the accumulation of lost pH. Alrighty, let's do this. Not really the way you would normally do it, but we'll probably end up on that side doing that bit at the end. This field, which leaves us nice and close to some of the other fields that we need to do. It's okay. Whee. So the Ace pack came out, released this week. I've seen folks saying it's not a brilliant pack, but then again, I mean, I look at some of my favourite packs have been things like the Kern pack and the Kavernland, because they include a lot of equipment I use generally on the sorts of farms I prefer to play on Farming Simulator. This is not a usual map for me. Big fields, big stuff. I tend to play the smaller, more compact farms. And so I want to go all, oh yeah, we could go all the way around. Yeah, it's just those equipments I use a lot, and things like the Big Bud and the Bogolt equipment and the John Deere cotton harvester equipment. It was just like, yeah, I really don't do that much with that sort of equipment. So Aces, once again, I think it's got one cultivator that you're looking at about 350 horsepower, but almost everything else is around about the 200 horsepower range, which is, for me, a big tractor on the sorts of farms I play. This is a huge tractor, 300 odd horsepower on this one, T7. Unfortunately, we don't have a T6. Oh, let's try that again. Tractors medium. We got the Valtra T, we got the Fendt, we got the Puma. I do like the Puma. Yeah, the smallest New Holland is a T7, which is unfortunate because T6 is, well, yeah, there's these two, which are mods. But no in-game T6. Dead Star in Space, welcome. Yeah, that's okay. It's been a while. I don't remember detail, but yeah, it's, I mean, so much has passed. I only stream on Saturday mornings now. There's too much real world stuff going on in life that requires my attention. So I don't get to do the weekday streams. Streaming World of Warships and various other things. I think truck simulators. I do farm sim, I do the Saturday farm sim, so this is the big farm I do for like a year and a half. But as far as map goals go on this one, I own 2/3 of the map, and I'll own the rest of it by the end of this game year. So we will finish Harvest Year 8, and then I'll be done with this map, and we'll be moving on. But that's probably going to be most of the summer. But, actually, we're coming up to 9 o'clock. I am looking to, let's have a look at the old scoreboard. 10. Wow. Oh, I forgot to feed the fish. Okay. I've got the timer on the... okay, you take care now. We'll be back again tomorrow at the more regular time of 8:30. Yeah, my fish tank is, the lights are on a timer and I don't move it, so they're 7 o'clock winter time, 8 o'clock summertime, and so at 8 o'clock the light comes on, and then they start thinking, well, nobody's fed us. Oh, they don't seem to be too worried yet. We'll have to get over there and throw some food in shortly, or they'll all be clamouring. Still, only got one row left to do, and then we have to cut across the field, I guess. Oh. Still, this work has been not bad, considering we now produce our own lime. This is a very, very, very cheap job to do, and because I do it every year rather than every third year. Oh, I see why that's stuck. I was wondering why part of that row had been filled. It's because of the way I did the U-turn there. So we get to there. We retrace our steps and then just run around there and around, and we'll end up on this road, which is a good thing. I don't think what else I've been doing this week. It's been a rough week. And post-op pain has been bad, as I said earlier. So they put me on painkillers that put me to sleep, so I can waffle on for hours and not get anything done. I can concentrate really hard and then fall asleep later. Let's see how that works out. As far as other things go, I might fill in some time later today and do some off-camera work here. Transfer the corn to town, ready for sale, and some of the other things. I think that was a really bad idea. Okay, let's go down to with this. We are doing a really bad job of this now. All right, let's that I am going to call absolutely sufficient. Straight across the field. And tomorrow we are so going to have so much lime left. And I'm only picking rocks off the cornfield, so it's not like I have an unlimited supply of stones, but really the amount of stones we're picking up and throwing through the processor I think, I mean, we do have a lot of cotton fields. When we look at the map, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then all of these are going to be corn and soybeans next year. All of these ones will be cotton. That's mine with barley for the pigs. That's canola for the pigs, although I could use soybeans. The plan with the pigs, why did you stop? Oh, you stopped because you got to the end of the GPS road. There's a break in the road back there. Yeah, with the pigs, I am planning. I threw some corn in, about 2,000 litres of corn in there. They have run out of this. Tomorrow morning, it might not be until December, their health might drop because they don't have the other 3 food sources. And if that's the case, I'm going to buy some pig food to get them going through most of the rest of the year. And then that will indicate that I will need to put some sugar beets in the ground so that I can have some sugar beets for them to eat next spring. But for this coming year, we'll be feeding them pig food again. But I've reserved the half pipe trailer we have is 12,100 litre trailer. So I transferred approximately 2,000 litres into their feed, and then the remaining approximately 10,100 litres was thrown into the thing that you put things in, the silo. The grain silo on that farm has about 10,000 litres of corn. I could put some soybeans up there, but I figure if I'm going to have to provide them with barley or wheat and sugar beets to keep them at 100% health, then maybe I shouldn't worry too much about providing them with soybeans, because I'm going to have to provide pig food for their needs. Around this way, and that way, and then that way. Okay then. So this is going to put us on the road at the end. Just come across here, start doing that. Time is 9 o'clock, give or take. Plus I'm going to need to take some throat lozenges or something. I've been talking too long. So. I mean, normally I can make about 3 hours. 2 hours, it's close enough. And since Osa's alarm's going off, so it's getting to the point where I need to call this. Anyway. But there we go, full big fields lined, and I don't even have close to. We use 30%. That's actually a respectable amount of lime, all things considered. But, still not daytime yet. Okay. There, turn that way, and this will be the last section. Okay, well, I think that do it for now. We'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff, winter stuff. I think it's supposed to snow in December, which is going to be a thing. For now, I will say have a happy Independence Day and fireworks and all the things. But for now, let's change the view of the tractor. There's me doing a thing. Have fun, everybody. I'm out of here. We'll be back tomorrow.